welcome to the new movie thing show. On this show, we go and see movies in the theater, brand new ones. And if you don't want to go to the movie theater or see new movies this weekend,
you can go to netflix.com/sourcefed and you can get a free month of instant streaming, which I wish that I had done that and watched movies at home today.
There's some great horror movies
on Netflix. Instead of gone to see the new movie that we saw.
You can watch the first Insidious on Netflix. Well, we saw Insidious 2, which really, quickie review for those of you that are like, should I see it, shouldn't I? If you're a horror movie fan, and you want to get some jump scares in the theater, by all means, go with a group of friends and check it out. Otherwise, if you want to see a really good horror movie, I'd say stay home and watch The Exorcist.
My quickie review is, if you like scary ghost stories and you like to get scared, then go see Insidious Chapter 2. I'm a big wuss, and I thought it was very frightening.
Trisha is famously afraid of horror films, and
it was supposed to be Meg's week, but Meg said since she watched the last scary movie, I had to watch this one.
Yeah, Meg and I saw Paranormal Activity
Conjuring?
9 or something. The thing is like the scary parts in this movie aren't based on actually like chilling imagery.
No, they're jump scares.
Yeah, it's not actually like good scary stuff. It is just jump scares.
Well, it's good scary suspenseful build-up of music, and what's behind me, I don't know.
Like the thing is there's 1 million movies that are following this exact formula. It's almost like someone took a horror movie template and just dropped in footage.
You know who took that template? Mr. James Wan.
This is the equivalent of how scary it was.
Which was just fucking scary right now!
But there's no context.
Holy shit!
See, and I know, and that scared you. Logically, it scared you, as it would have scared me, too. Just like when you open up a door and you've got a friend. Exactly!
That doesn't scare you!
No, that was scary!
That fucking happens!
No, that's what I'm saying, but that kind of scary is
Look how sweaty my hands are right now!
But here's the thing, Sweaty McGee. That kind of thing has no context. That's just you scaring someone. This was a movie like that, but they tried to add context, and it's just the same old cookie-cutter kind of idea that's done over and over and over.
This movie is about a dude named Josh, who, when he's little, he sees things you're not supposed to see from the dead world, and then when he's older, there's issues with him still, and those things you're not supposed to see, and his poor family and poor babies.
And it is a sequel to the first Insidious, which, if you've seen the first one, this one has nothing to do with the first one, except for it shares the same characters.
I liked the way that they dealt with contact with the world beyond, and what that means, and how spirits would transcend, and all that kind of stuff.
Well, if you break apart the concept of the movie, if you push aside the bad acting and the terrible shots,
I didn't think there was bad acting. I thought it was all bad acting. I thought there was some strong performances.
Well, not all bad acting. I'm saying if you strip away the bad
acting. That baby was cute as hell.
Sure, it's just a baby that sat there. It's basically a prop. These horror movies are basically recycled over and over again. They're very cheap to make, and they do make a lot of money.
Make people watch it like this.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing is I'm a horror movie fan. I like horror movies, and this movie I actually was kind of looking forward to seeing, just because I am all for the idea of studios buying really cheap horror movie concepts and recycling them and selling them, because I like the horror movie genre and I want it to live on. But it just so happens every once in a while, and very every once in a while, I'm talking grain of sand in the oceans of the world, there's a really good horror movie that comes out of that, and this was not one of those.
Okay, well, I think this should lead us into likes
and gripes.
See, if you like horror movies, what were your gripes that made this one a miss for you?
I just, the ghosts in the movie weren't that scary. They just look like music video, like zombies to me.
Like Thriller?
You throw some powder on someone with a little bit of dark, like, eye makeup, and that's a ghost?
Okay, fair enough. My likes... Oh, hi, Mr. Philip DeFranco.
Wait, so is it suckier than the first one? Because the first one sucked. I'm sorry.
It was worse than the first one. This is my impression of the first movie. Ready? Here we go. Camera. Here we go. I'm a demon.
My likes about this movie, I thought that the way that they dealt with communicating with the dead and how they can influence the living, I thought it was interesting. It definitely made me think a little bit. And for me, the scary part isn't actually the visuals. Well, it's definitely the jump scares, because I think that's just a natural knee-jerk reaction from anyone. But it's also just the ideas behind it, that the dead can influence the living, and how, and if they haunt a person or if they haunt a house, like the whole poltergeist versus ghost thing.
I'm with Trisha. The concept, if you really break it all apart, you dig down deep into this movie, is pretty interesting. The way they communicate, the way they kind of alleviate the situation.
Yeah.
The end of the movie, the resolve, it's very interesting stuff. It kind of is, but again, not a great movie.
My dislikes for the film would just basically be that I am 100% on edge right now, and I think everybody everybody in the office thinks I'm mad about something, and I'm not mad about anything. I'm
Yeah, someone walked by
not
before we started
feeling very
rolling.
good right
Yeah.
now.
Someone was like, Trisha, you look upset. I felt like I was watching the movie next to a Cirque du Soleil contortionist, because basically she's like, at one point, her legs are like straight up in the air, and her head is like looking through the tiny
it's definitely like
Yeah,
these
it is,
kind of, like, maybe.
Yeah, for some reason, like, why do you contort your entire body for that?
I only have 2 hands, and ideally, if I had 4, here.
Can I show you a classic pussy move that I used to do in the theater as a scared teenager watching movies? Neil deGrasse Tyson gave us opposable thumbs so that we could do this. We could put our fingers in our ears like this. Boom, fingers out, you can hear it. Boom, fingers
I don't
back
wanna
in, you
hear it
can't
all
hear
the
it. Fingers
way.
up, can see it. Fingers back, can't see it. Fingers out, you just gotta exercise.
My final thoughts on this film are I never see scary movies, so that being said, I thought this was a fairly interesting, scary movie. I thought some of the acting performances were very well done, and I thought that the suspense moments were built up well leading up to those jump scares. So
Yeah.
I'm going to give this film a 7 out of 10.
Ooh, that's very nice of you. Patrick Wilson, I thought, was great. He's always great. In fact, I just saw him in The Conjuring, which was also done by the same people, and I actually enjoyed The Conjuring. I didn't hate it, I didn't love it, but again, this movie, I kind of didn't like it at all. I kind of hated it.
Kind of hated it. Okay.
So those are my final thoughts. I give this movie a 5 out of 10.
That's very average.
Yeah, I give
But
it.
I thought you didn't like it.
I didn't like it, but the reason why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 is because, again, I am very much into the idea of Hollywood still putting out horror movies.
We're not the only ones who got a chance to see this movie this weekend. On Rotten Tomatoes right now, it has a 38% from critics, so a lot of them feel much like our good friend Stevie, but a 74% from the audience members who reviewed it. So I guess it's a crowd pleaser out right now. That's such a big balance, and IMDb doesn't have any scores yet.
The general audience eat up horror movies like this because they're very easy
they
to
like
just go,
getting
getting
scared.
scared, having fun with your friends, and for that, it does succeed.
That adrenaline rush.
Thank you very much, guys, for watching the show. If you want to watch some movies on Netflix and join us for Movie Club, which is the show where we watch movies with you and you review them with us, you can go to netflix.com/sourcefed and get a whole month of free streaming movies so you can watch those with us. I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
What were you going to say, baby?
I was going to say that's right.
It is, isn't
I was
it?
giving you an emphatic yay.
Thank you.
I'm in such a weird mood right now. Like, I can't even, my whole body is sweaty. I swear to God, I have pit stains. Like, I am not feeling good.
Okay, well, I think what we need to do is... What?
Fuck you!